So for classwork 13D, we're going to look at how to read and write similarity statements. It's very important to remember these essential things about similar triangles. If two triangles are similar, the corresponding angles are congruent, which means they have the same angles, and the corresponding sides are proportional. But it matters which side corresponds with which side, okay? That's why we're going to figure out what sides correspond. Because I can't just put 12 over 15, 20 over 12, just decide which side to make the ratios with. No, I need to look at the similarity statement, and that's what's going to help me find out which sides correspond with which. So, looking at the similarity statement, the order of the letters in the similarity statement matter. They matter, okay? So this is a similarity statement that says triangle ABC is similar. Remember, we learned that symbol, similar to triangle YXZ. The order of the letters matters. So AB, the side AB, A and B are the first two letters in the similarity statement. So that side will correspond with the first two letters in the similarity statement for this triangle. So AB has to correspond with YX. And I'm going to make a little mark of that. AB and YX. So AB is 15, YX right here. Okay. Continuing on, side BC corresponds with, well, we look and we see BC are the second two letters in this triangle, and XZ are the second two letters. So BC corresponds with XZ. And I'm going to make a mark of that in the new color, BC, XZ. All right, and then the last one, CA, corresponds with, well, I mean, process of elimination, we can see that CA corresponds with ZY, but just by looking at this similarity statement, CA, so they did the last letter to the first letter, so that's how we're going to write ours, ZY. If you put YZ, it's not the same. I mean, yes, it's the same side, but it's really important to watch out for the order that we put these in. It is the same side that corresponds with, though. Okay, so now we have the side that corresponds. Okay, what about the angles? Angle A corresponds with, well, angle A is the first letter, so what angle does it correspond to? Angle Y, the first letter in the next part of the statement. All right. Angle A and angle Y. Angle B is the second letter, so X is the angle, second letter that corresponds. And the last one, angle C. I'm running out of colors here. Angle C is the third one, so the third one is angle Z. C goes with angle Z. And now we can see the corresponding parts based on this statement alone. Even if we didn't have the diagram, based on this statement alone, we have every piece of information. The similarity statement is so incredibly important. The order that you write the letters in matters entirely. You need to know what side corresponds with AB so that when we write our proportions, they are correct, because later on you'll be solving proportions, and if you don't set up the proportion right, it doesn't even matter how you solve it because you're not going to get the right answer. So setting up those proportions, I'm going to continue with the colors. back to purple, what we started off with. AB and YX. I like to draw arrows. I like to do big over small. So 20 over 15. BC corresponds with XZ, so I find XZ, BC, 16 over 12. And the last one, 12 over 9. Now they told us that these triangles are similar, so these proportions should be equal. Let's check. I'm sorry, this proportion that we've created should give us equal ratios. Okay, so I have 20 divided by 15 is 1.3. I have 16 divided by 12 is also 1.3. And the last one, 12 over 9, is also 1.3. So they told us it was similar, so we should have the same ratio, and we do. It's 1.3 repeating, 1.3 repeating, 1.3 repeating. All of these are actually equal. If you want practice on writing similarity statements or continuing this or the back of the classwork, there will be another video posted on examples from Classwork 13D.